Veiled pursuit, shadows in the silent woodland. In the small town where I had spent all my life, turning 18 meant a newfound sense of freedom, particularly with the freshly acquired driver's license burning a hole in my wallet. I decided to mark this milestone by taking a drive into the dense forest that bordered our town, a place that had always intrigued and slightly unnerved me. The sun dipped below the horizon as I maneuvered my car into the forest's winding roads. The trees loomed over the asphalt like silent sentinels, their branches forming an impenetrable canopy that filtered the fading daylight. The atmosphere grew thick with an eerie calm, and the forest seemed to swallow the sounds of the outside world. As I drove deeper into the heart of the woodland, the shadows played tricks on the periphery of my vision. My imagination, fueled by the folklore of the town, painted sinister shapes amidst the trees. However, I dismissed these illusions as mere figments of my overactive mind. It wasn't long before a subtle unease settled over me. The forest, once a place of serenity, now felt charged with an unnatural energy. My headlights cut through the darkness, revealing gnarled trees that seemed to twist and contort in ways that defied the laws of nature. A sense of being watched crept over me, and I checked the rearview mirror instinctively. To my surprise, I glimpsed fleeting shapes in the darkness, shadowy figures that slinked between the trees like ethereal predators. My heart quickened as I dismissed them as tricks of the light, attempting to shake off the growing unease. The road ahead narrowed, and the trees pressed in closer, creating a claustrophobic tunnel. The air inside the car grew heavy, and an inexplicable fear gripped me. I increased my speed, hoping to escape the oppressive atmosphere that seemed to tighten with every passing mile. But the shadowy figures persisted, their presence now undeniable. They moved with an otherworldly grace, darting between the trees in a synchronized dance. Panic set in as I realized that these were no mere illusions, they were creatures that defied explanation. I pressed harder on the accelerator. The engines roared, drowning out the unsettling rustling of leaves and the ominous whispers that seemed to emanate from the shadows. The creatures, emboldened by my fear, closed in, their eyes gleaming like shards of malice in the darkness. Desperation led me to abandon the road and veer into the underbrush, hoping to lose my pursuers. The forest swallowed my car in a cascade of foliage, and I navigated through the dense vegetation in a blind attempt to escape the relentless pursuit. The creatures, however, proved relentless. Their forms materialized on either side of the car, their movements synchronized with an eerie precision. Panic set in as I realized the creatures mirrored my every turn, their malevolent eyes fixed on me with an unyielding gaze. I crashed through the undergrowth, branches scraping against the car's exterior. The creatures, undeterred, closed in with an unnerving persistence. The forest, once a place of mystery, now became a labyrinth of terror where every twist and turn seemed to lead me deeper into an inescapable nightmare. The car's headlights flickered, casting sporadic flashes of darkness and light. In those moments of obscurity, the creatures drew impossibly close, their contorted forms pressed against the windows. I could see their faces now, distorted visages that seemed to shift and change with every fleeting glimpse. A clearing appeared ahead, offering a brief respite from the suffocating embrace of the forest. I sped into the open space, hoping to shake off my relentless pursuers. The moon cast an eerie glow on the grassy expanse, revealing the creatures in their full, horrifying glory. They stood at the edge of the clearing, a congregation of nightmares that defied description. Their features twisted between the grotesque and the human, their eyes gleaming with an insatiable hunger. The whispers that had plagued me in the forest crescendoed into a cacophony of unintelligible voices, amplifying the surreal horror of the moment. I hesitated, surrounded by the creatures in the moonlit clearing. There was no escape, no road to lead me away from the nightmarish reality that had consumed me. As the creatures closed in, their forms melting into the darkness, I braced for the unknown fate that awaited in the heart of the haunted forest. The next thing I knew, I awoke in my car on the side of the road. The sun cast its warm rays through the trees, and the oppressive atmosphere that had gripped the forest had dissipated. Confusion set in as I tried to make sense of the surreal experience. Had it all been a vivid nightmare? The scratches on the car and the lingering fear suggested otherwise. I drove out of the forest, leaving behind the haunted depths that had become the backdrop for my nightmarish encounter. The creatures, the whispers, and the oppressive atmosphere lingered in my memory, a spectral reminder that some terrors defy the boundaries of reality. To this day, I can't shake the feeling that the forest hides secrets beyond our understanding, creatures that lurk in the shadows, waiting for unsuspecting souls to venture into their domain. The road out of the forest was a path of escape, but the memory of that fateful night remains etched in my mind, a chilling reminder that some nightmares are not confined to the realm of dreams.